Hi again, everyone. I'm Olly Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from X Factor. Before I get to X Factor's video, please go to the Rumble link in the description box. I ask everybody to watch on Rumble. I'm still monetized there and help out with the channel. On to X Factor's story. Hey, Olly, call me X Factor. I'm 47 and I'm writing this in because I need your take. I pretty much know what you're going to say, but I think I just need to hear it. I seen your videos. You got a knack for breaking it down, so I'm hoping you'll give me the Olly treatment. Here's my story. My childhood, my fucked up parents, my brother, the mess I'm in now. It's long, but I'm laying it out. I'm not a great writer, so bear with me. I grew up in Ohio back in the late 70s, early 80s. Picture a house that's nice on the outside, trashed on the inside. It was like walking on eggshells every day. My mother was what I know now as an historic borderline. No clue what it was back then. She was just like you described your mother, a tornado, chaos everywhere she went. 1 minute crying, the next nobody loves her, the next she's dolling herself up, acting like she's a Hollywood starlet. She'd throw these tantrums, break plates, or lock herself in her room, saying we'd be sorry when she was gone. Oh, God. And my mother, too. Well, she got that from Virginia. When I'm gone and I don't have much, oh, go. And the reason they say that is because they're terrified nobody's going to care when they're gone. When I was maybe 8, the first time she told me I ruined her life being born. That sticks with you. My father, he was worse, in a quiet way. Covert narcissist. He'd never raise his voice, but he could cut you down with a look or a single sentence. He'd act like he was the only one with any sense in the house. They don't talk to you like they're the smartest person in the room. They talk to you like they're the only smart person in the room. That's how they carry themselves. Always talking about how he sacrificed everything for us, how we were ungrateful leeches. He'd sit there in his lazy boy, sipping beer, and just dismantle you. I'd bring home a report card, mostly B's. He'd say, figures, you'll never amount to a fucking thing. Not yelling, just calm, like it was a fact. That's what made it worse. He cursed, but he did it in a way that was so calm, you believed it. That quiet storm of a narcissist, the quiet storm of the covert narcissist, huh? Then there was my younger brother, who I call Baby Huey. He's 3 years younger. He was the golden child from day one. Mom would fawn over him, dress him up like a little princess, tell everyone he was going to be a doctor or a lawyer. Dad would pat him on the head, call him sport or chief, and act like he hung the moon. Me, I was garbage, trash, shit on the bottom of his shoe. If something went wrong, spilled milk, a bad day at work, mom's mood swings, it was all my fault. Yep. You're the cause of all our problems. You're the cause. If it wasn't for you, Olly, if it wasn't for you, Olly, we'd have no problems. We wouldn't be in marriage counseling. Heard it all. I remember one time I was 10. My mother flipped out because I forgot to take out the trash. She grabbed me by the arm, dragged me to the garbage can, and made me pick up every piece of trash with my hands after she dumped it all out on the front lawn for the neighbors to see while she screamed about how fucking useless I was. Baby Huey just watched and laughed. Couldn't have had a better time. He was eating a popsicle with the biggest shitting grin on his face. Oh, boy. Sound familiar, Precious? Basic little fat boy. There was this one memory that's burned into me. I was 12. I'd saved up for months to buy a model rocket kit. I wanted it so bad, spent hours putting it together. Painting it was just right. Showed it to my father thinking maybe he'd be impressed. He just glanced and said, "What a waste of money. It'll break in a week, you moron." Again, in the calmest voice you've ever heard. Then Mom chided in, saying I was selfish for spending money on toys when she needed new shoes. Wow. That's my grandmother's line. See, now that's a Virginia line right there, man. The tool bag is all over this. Oh, Virginia would get on my mother and her two other, Ginny, and anytime they bought anything, she would mull it over and then make some fucking passive-aggressive comment about what she doesn't have or what she needs. Meanwhile, the woman was sitting on another fortune, okay? Like I said, I come from money on both sides of my family. Nobody was broke in my family. No one. Except me. By design. By their design. Later that night, I found the rocket in the trash, smashed. I don't know which one of them did it, but I felt like they both did it. No, Baby Huey did it. Baby Huey did it. I promise you, your brother did it. I promise you, your brother did that shit. Without question, your brother did that. Why? Because he knew he could get away with it. With his fucking smug bullshit, eating his fucking popsicle. Just like when my brother and his friends let the air out of my bicycle tires. And when I went to go ride, they were both flat. And him and the little prick were there in the lawn watching, laughing. So I knew they did it. I tell my father, they just let all the air out of my tires. What did my father do? Crack me across the face. As he's there laughing, have the time of his life. It ain't over, Michael. I remember everything. I remember it all, Michael. Like I said, Michael, I should have whooped you and Cousin Kenny's ass in 1994 when you stole my money on New Year's Eve. So you ruined my fucking New Year's. Should have done it. This one's triggering. High school wasn't much better. I was a decent student, but always anxious, looking over my shoulder, always waiting for the next blow up. Mom would call at school sometimes, crying, saying she was going to end it all if I didn't come home right away. This is before cell phones. She'd literally call the office and say there was an emergency, a medical emergency she needed me to talk to. She needed to talk to me. Eventually, the office staff became wise and stopped calling me down to the office for her calls. I'd leave class, run home, only to find her watching soap operas, acting like nothing happened. Dad would tell me I was weak for falling for her drama. Meanwhile, Baby Huey was the star athlete, the charmer, the one who could do no wrong. I tried talking to him once when I was 16, but about how messed up our parents were, he just shrugged. You're too sensitive, man. Just deal with it. And about him being a star athlete, he wasn't a star. He was just fatter than everybody. He wrestled and he played offensive line for football. He had no real athletic ability. But that's Baby Huey. That's the golden child. I moved out at 18, got a job at a warehouse, tried to build my own life. But the scars were there. I'd flinch when someone raised their voice. Always felt like I had to prove I wasn't nothing. I got married at 25 to a girl who seemed kind at first, but she had her own issues. We split up after 5 years. No kids, thank God. Kept in touch with my parents, mostly out of guilt. Mom would call, crying about how lonely she was, how I abandoned her. Dad would send these long, condescending emails about how I was screwing up my life. Another writer, huh? Another writer. I'd visit sometime, and it was always the same. Mom's tantrums, Dad's cold insults, baby Huey showing up with his perfect life, his fancy job, his big house. I went no contact at 40. It was after a big blowout at Christmas. Holidays always do bring it up. I have enough Christmas stories myself. Mom had one of her episodes screaming that I was a failure who'd never loved her enough. God. The borderline, man. The borderline never misses an opportunity. Every holiday, every event, they just don't miss the opportunity. Dad just sat there smirking, saying, told you he'd never change. I look at baby Huey. Hoping for once he'd back me up. He just said, let's all calm down like I was the problem. I walked out, blocked their numbers, didn't look back. It was hard, Olly. I felt guilty for years, like I was betraying them. But at that point, I saw no other option. It was fight or flight, and it was flight. But I also felt free for the first time. Fast forward to now, I'm 47, living in a small apartment. I work as an auto mechanic. Have a decent life, friends, a dog. I've been in therapy, learned about narcissistic abuse, borderline personality disorder, all that. It's helped me understand why I am the way I am. I've been no contact with my parents and baby Huey for 7 years, until last month. Oh, here we go. Out of the blue, I get an email from baby Huey. He's 44 now, still got the big house, the fancy job, but he sounds different. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. This is a Hoover. This is a Hoover. You've been gone for 7 years, okay? I guarantee you that they are doing to him what they used to do to you. And now it's time to get the old target back. He says he's sorry for how things went down. He didn't get it back then. He says mom and dad have turned on him. Oh, of course. Apparently mom's been calling him nonstop like she used to do to me in high school, accusing him of abandoning her, saying he's ungrateful. Dad's been sending him these passive-aggressive text messages calling him a sellout. Oh, those fucking boomers, man. Come on, man. Saying he's forgotten where he came from. Like, can he use any more boomer cliches here? Huey says he's starting to see what I went through, and he feels like he's going crazy dealing with them. Good. Good. Enjoy your popsicle, fuckface. Enjoy your popsicle. Send them a pot. You know what you do? Here's a popsicle. Here's a whole fucking box of popsicles, because I know how much you like them and how much you like popsicles when people are getting abused. Have a popsicle. Send them a box of popsicles. At first, I felt vindicated. Yep, you think. It's not. It's a trick. It's a trick. Like, finally, he gets it. I wrote back, kept it short, said I was sorry he was dealing with that and wished him luck. But then he kept emailing, saying he wants to talk, he wants to fix things between us. Even showed up at my apartment last week unannounced. This is hoovering. This is hoovering 101. He looked rough, bags under his eyes, not the cocky golden child I remembered. He said he'd been reading about narcissistic parents, how they pick a scapegoat and a golden child, and he thinks he's the new scapegoat now that I'm gone. He's saying, I don't know, man. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. You knew, you little shit. You just don't, you knew. You just don't want to deal with it. He fucking knew. They always fucking know. They always know. They always know. Bullshit. Oh, I just found out. It was just, I was just another one. I was just sitting here listening to my Will Smith CD, and now they start yelling at me and calling me a piece of shit. Bullshit. Here's where I'm stuck. I don't trust this, as you shouldn't. I've read about hoovering when narcissists or their enablers try to suck you back in. I think mom and dad are using baby Huey to get to me. No, baby Huey is using you. Listen, your mother and father, it matters not at this point to your mother and father who they're abusing. It only matters that they have someone to abuse. That's it. It matters not. Once you've gone no contact, it matters not to the narcissist who the new scapegoat is. Only that there is one. That's it. Like they're mad I went no contact, so they're turning on him to make him reach out, hoping I'll break and come back to be their punching bag. It isn't them. They don't care. As long as they have a punching bag, they're happy. It's your brother. It's your brother who wants you to be the punching bag, not the narcissist. The narcissist only, your parents only care that they have a punching bag. It matters not at this point who that punching bag is. Yeah, it pisses them off. I promise you, yeah, it pisses them off that you went no contact. Drives them crazy. And they still probably would like to hoover you back in. But they're not abusing your brother so you'll come back. They're abusing your brother because they need somebody to abuse. Huey swears it's not that, says he's done with them too, but I don't know. He was their golden boy for so long. Why would he suddenly turn on them? Part of me feels bad for him, like he's finally waking up, but another part of me thinks this is a trap, that if I let him back in, I'll end up being right back in that toxic mess. Here's the thing, has he gone no contact with them? See, you can only believe the ex-golden child if they're coming to you. I want them out of my life. I never want to deal with them again. I'm moving away from them. Okay, that golden child you might be able to listen to, but I haven't heard of one hoovering technique where the person doing the hoovering said they were no contact. They're always still in contact with the narcissist. You went no contact because that was the only way to deal with these people. The advice I would give to your brother, if it's real, like, listen, Huey, I can't help you. You can't be helped as long as you're still in contact with those two people, or be in contact with anybody who's still in contact with those people. Until that moment happens, their words are meaningless. Meaningless. They're just trying to get the target back on your back. I keep thinking about this one time when I was 15. Mom had one of her meltdowns, locked herself in the bathroom saying she was going to take pills as usual. I was freaking out, but the freak out wasn't real. I think I was just going through the motions at that point. But I was begging her to come out. Huey just sat on the couch playing his Game Boy like it was nothing. Dad came home, saw me pissed off, and said, "Stop being so dramatic, she's fine." Later, I heard them laughing together in the kitchen like it was all a game. That's what I'm afraid of. That is just another game, and I'm the one who's going to lose. So, Olly, what do you think? Should I give Huey a chance, or is this just my parents trying to hoover me back? I've worked so hard to try to build a life away from them, but I also wonder if I'm being too hard on my brother. Maybe he's really hurting. I just don't want to get sucked back into the chaos. Lay it out for me, man. What's your take? X Factor. Well, I gave you my take. It's not necessarily your parents trying to hoover you back in. It's definitely your brother. Your brother hasn't gotten no contact. He wants to bring you back into the fold with them. He's not asking, like, look, how did you go no contact? What is it like? Is he asking you what no contact was like? How is your life? No, none of it. It's all about him. It's all about his fucking problems now. Meanwhile, for 40 years, he could give fuck all about yours. Or he's 3 years younger. So 37 years, he gave fuck all about yours. Now it's going to be all about him and his problem, and that's the other reason why you don't go back. Because none of your issues will ever get acknowledged. It's all going to become about him. Why? Because he's the golden child. He was born the golden child. He will die the golden child. Whether or not he is now the recipient of the boomer abuse because they have no other options, he's still the golden child. So unless the golden child is gone no contact himself, it's just a hoovering technique. Don't fall for it. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much, X Factor, for your contribution and your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both channels on Rumble. If you haven't watched the video on Rumble, please do. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Olly Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.